Hello students, and welcome to our first InDesign tutorial. This program is designed to work well with text, and today we're going to create a poster with a couple of images and some text. And while Photoshop is great with images, any large amount of text really should be done in InDesign. And we're going to start by using this rectangular tool over here, this box tool. And we're going to click on our page and make sure everything is within the pink line, or it'll be cut off by the margin of your printer or any printer that you send it to. And we're going to go over to our swatches panel and we're going to pick a color, any color that would match the photos that you're going to use. So I'm going to use this dark blue. And then there's my rectangular box. The next tool I'm going to use is this text tool. And I'm going to click on my rectangular box and create a text box. I wouldn't want to just click in the box and not create a text box, because it would place my text in the background and I didn't want that. And then I'm going to go to File, Place, and I'm going to place my poem that I have saved here. So I'm going to place that poem. And you can see with this little red plus sign down there, there's more text. So to manipulate it and to move it, I'm going to use this black arrow tool. This moves everything. And I'm going to go to the end of the poem and I'm going to change the font. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to highlight the entire font. I don't like this Comic Sans. I'm going to go down here to Segui. Segui is one of my favorite. I'm going to keep it to Segui script. And then I'm going to back up on here at the font table. I'm going to make it all 12 point. And then I'm going to highlight just the title. And I'm going to change that to probably 18 point or maybe 24 point. That looks pretty good. So, and you can see there's my poem. And that's made it a little bit bigger. So I want to just go and click on the black arrow tool to make sure that my poem is all there. The only thing I don't like about it is you cannot really see it. So I'm going to highlight the entire poem here. Go up to in this text toolbar and change it from black to this paper color, which is truly white, and then leave it in there. Now this little arrow tool is still here. It's saying that we have more text, but I know we don't. It's just a little bit of space. So you may want to just go in and hit your cursor and you can delete the space, and that may go away. It may not go away, but it's nothing to worry about. So I'm going to manipulate this box to right around where I want it. I'm going to probably make it just a little bit wider. And in between these two columns, and then I'm going to actually highlight it again and I'm going to center it. So I'm going to go to this paragraph tool and I'm going to just hit this little center at the top. This is center justify and I don't like that, so I'm going to just keep it at regular center. And then I'm going to just move it down. I always like to keep tight text boxes because if you don't, it'll overlap. And then I'm going to place two photos. The first one I'm going to place here. It's a horizontal photo, and then I'm going to use the text box and do a vertical photo down here. And I'm just going to place the boxes. So then I'll go and I'll use my black arrow tool to highlight the frame that I want, and I'll do File, Place, and I'm going to place this one, and then we'll get back to that, and then I'm just going to place the other one. File, Place it. Okay, and you can see, okay, those aren't the photos that they look like my photos. So I'm going to click on this photo and I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit Fitting Fill Frame Proportionally. And you can see it fills my frame proportionally. And I can use this black arrow to adjust the frame just a little bit. And then I'm going to bring this down here. And then I'm going to actually move that up just a little. Oh, edit, undo. You got to make sure that it's always, oh, see, you can't have that red because it won't move it. And then I'm going to move this up, maybe over a little bit to give myself some more space for this bottom photo. And I'm just using my arrow tools to do that. And then I'm going to right click and I'm going to fit that as well. And then I'm going to also go to Object, and I'm going to go to Transform. So up here to Object, Transform, and Rotate. And I'm going to make it 20 degrees. And then I'm going to move that down just a little bit. And I'm going to adjust this photo just a little bit too. So I'm going to pull this box down, and then I'm going to right click and I'm going to fit it again into the size box that I like it. So I'm going to go to Fitting, Fill Frame Proportionally, so it's a little bit better. I'm going to just move this down, and then I'll move this up, and that looks pretty good. The last thing that I want to do is I want to move this over just a smidge so it's not right up against that photo, just because I'm going to be putting a stroke line on this photo here. And you can see yours may be different, but I want to make it about 2 points, and then I want the color to be paper. So I'm going to change it, and that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go down here, and yours should default to 0, and I'm going to change it to 2 points. It actually is paper, so that looks pretty good. The last thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on this background, and you can see that it's highlighted. And I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm going to go to Basic Feather, and we're going to feather the edges just to make it a little bit softer. And I'm going to take this feather width up to 1.10. Seems like it'll be good enough. And there is my finished product. The last thing I need to do is File, and I'm going to export it. And I want to export it as a PDF, and I want to make sure, because there's several choices, that it's a print PDF. And I'm going to, rename it. I'm going to call it this Siblings Poster, and just replace that and hit Save and Export. So, I'm going to cancel it out because I've already done it once, but that's all you'll need to do to finish that up. And this is your first InDesign tutorial. Good luck.